Let's go! Shea Theodore is Golden Knight for the next 7 years. That is definitely a win. I'm gonna turn on this because it's a victory. It's a victory flamingo party with Shea Theodore being a Golden Knight. Locked up, 7-year contract extension with an average annual value of $7.425 million. He will be 37 when his contract expires in 2031-32. Probably a Golden Knight for the rest of his career. Maybe, I mean, I don't really know with defensemen. That is also 100,000 more than Noah Hannafin, which just ever so slightly, which $100,000 is a lot, but like it's 7.35 million to 7.45 million, so that's fun. And this seems about right for me. I think it's a fair deal for both sides because in large part this could have gone up or down depending on the production that he provides this year. And don't get me wrong, love the dude. He does get injured regularly enough that it's enough to even bring it up in this video. And I was debating just making this into a short because of how flippin' awesome this is, but I wanted to dive a little bit deeper into this also because he is my favorite current Golden Knight. He is my favorite player on the team, not for any particular reason. He's just an original misfit, one of the 3 left. Which also, from Puckpedia, the 7-year extension includes, it's mostly signing bonuses throughout, but also the year 1 to 5 is a no trade clause, whereas years 6 and 7 are a 15-team no trade. Also in the video of Shea Theodore announcing this to the Vegas Golden Knights social media page, he didn't have his teeth, which that's just a very genuine, authentic Shea Theodore look, and I love that. There's 2 points in why I'm making a longer form video for this. First, I'm just ecstatic. I love Shea Theodore, and just first and foremost, excited that he's going to be a Golden Knight for the next 7 years. Potentially towards the end of his career, like to the end of his career. There is a second thing that has to come up with the salary cap being involved, so I wanted to look into that a little bit. And this from Sim in Vegas. The cap situation for next year, they have 7 forwards locked up to almost $2 million, 6D at $28 million, and then no goalie signed. So that is $70.1 million of their cap locked up in 13 players, which you need 7 more at least, and that's $22 million to go on that cap space, with the people that are up being Holtz, Schwint, Haig, Brisson, Rombjerg, Denisenko, and then Howden, Kolazar, Olofsson, Pearson, McNabb, Hill, and Samsonov. Other misfit there, Braden McNabb, which he's older, and I think that he is very valuable to the D-Corps, and he's still doing great things at his age. He has magnificent hands apparently, and so interesting to see what happens there, because I can see them re-signing him, but also not, because Haig also is due, and listen, our D-Corps is phenomenal, and having Petro, Hannafin, and Theodore signed long-term is interesting and really, pounding hard the defense wins championships mark. And this is a very critical note from Jack Manning. This is assuming a $92 million salary cap. Apparently, a number more of prominent insiders have reported that there is a growing belief that the cap could be significantly higher and that they are working on the next CBA to reflect that, which means we could even have more cap space. And if the Golden Knights knew that a little bit more, then great. That's just great. This is so much fun. And to lock Shea Theodore up before that's announced could also be extremely important for us. This is happening in October as an extension, not like an RFA deal where like he couldn't play, like he's playing, and that's great. And so that is fantastic news. And if you look at the people that we have left to resign, obviously we need to sign goalies, and that's gonna take up probably like at least 6-ish mil, like maybe not, I don't know, but that would then leave 16 million to sign another 5 minimum forwards, and then our D-Corps is locked up, which also Braden McNabb, and we have Caden Korzak and Zach Whitecloud also signed for another couple of years, right? Zach Whitecloud's locked up for another 3 years after this one. We also have Ben Hutton, and so it's just a really interesting situation because we probably want to sign Nick Hague. And even if we do move Theodore over to the left, that still means Petro and Whitecloud and Korzak as the 3 right side, And then Hannafin Theodore, who has predominantly played that right side, which means Korzak out, but also we want him playing because he's NHL ready, in my opinion. So we have a little bit of a logjam at defense, which could mean trouble for re-signing Braden McNabb.
I'm in danger!
Or we trade Zach Whitecloud, who to start this year has been really good. And that's a problem. It's a good problem to have, but it's a problem. And then Cormier, and we have Chayka. Like every other Vegas defensive prospect has got to be looking at our top 6 and being like, well, our defense is super solid, and that is really great. Just a lot of interesting moves that Vegas could make moving forward that they're in no way pressured to. We could just hold them, i.e. the Bruins with Ullmark. We don't want to waste our leverage, and we signed Theodore, so we still have, like, it's a really good situation for the Golden Knights to be in. And to have my favorite player on the team signed to this long-term extension is just fantastic. I'm so looking forward to this. It does raise a little bit of questions about the way that Marchessault left. But at the same time, like, it's not in my character. I don't understand why this happens, but like every time any name leaves, a lot of our fan base tends to be like, oh, well, look what he's doing. Oh, like, not great, right? Boo, this player. And I don't really get that. I just want to wish people on their best endeavor. But this video is about Shea Theodore being a Golden Knight for the next 8 years, if you count this one. And that's great news. That's fantastic. Welcome. What? Home means Nevada for Shea Theodore. Celebration. Ice cream. This does mean that, going back to the cap, 25-6-ish% of that cap is locked up in defenseman. That's assuming the $92 million. So, like, we'll see where that all goes. But this is a win for the Vegas Golden Knights, hence the victory flamingo. This is a win for Shea Theodore to have security long term, especially with a franchise that's not necessarily known for security. From my perspective, it's a win for Golden Knights fans who get to have an OG misfit, a really solid player who is tied to some of my favorite moments in VGK history and towards this long-term extension, and he is going to be someone that you will be able to look at the ice and see him and be, yes, that is a Vegas Golden Knight. Let me know what you think about the contract extension in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Go Knights go! Just go Knights go! That's gonna be it for today's nightly review. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good night.